With season 2 of solo leveling approaching, you know I had to cover the first season for you guys. So enough talk, let's lock in. So basically a bunch of these portals started popping up, some humans ended up getting powers because of it, and they known as hunters. Hunters can rank from S class to A to B all the way down to E. And that's right, our protagonist is S class. No, it's not S class. It's not? Okay, so it turns out our MC is E rank, not even F, and that's kind of disrespectful if you think about it, because it's like S, A, B, C, D, and it's like if you're gonna call him shit, just give him the fucking F. But we finally start off with these hunters preparing to hop into a D rank dungeon, and we got this nigga pulling up with a McDonald's hairline. When I say McDonald's hairline, I'm not talking about Vegeta, I'm talking about an actual McDonald's hairline, guys. They actually did it. I don't even know what type of cut this is, bro. Like, this nigga looks like that one musical note. Hey yo, Sung, what's up, my boy? Damn, everybody knows him. Is he that strong? Quite the opposite, really. That nigga is weak as hell, and he gets no hoes. Okay, I'm just hating, but he is weak as hell though. We see Sung pull up and he's talking to a B rank shawty, and she high-key messes with bro. But they head into the dungeon, but before that, bro says that the weapon he's got is the only weapon he could afford. So already I knew bro got the knife of Timu, because he was able to kill a goblin with it. And for some reason, when he stabbed the next nigga in the chest, the knife shattered into a million pieces. And then he gets gutted, and Uncle McDonald's had to pull up and save his ass. And then our girl Juhi does what she does best. They clean out the dungeon, they think it's over, and then there's this mysterious cave. Hey, all listen to me. It's looking like this dungeon has not been conquered, and that we may have stumbled upon a double dungeon. And the standard procedure is to report cases like this to the Hunters Association, and they'll tell us how to proceed. Best course of action right now is just to wait it out and see what happens. OG, I'ma be real, we don't really stick to these rules. We just full send this shit and we go. Hell yeah, tell him hairline, you kidding me? Yeah, I understand what you guys are saying. We can take a vote. So of course the last vote relies on Sung, and we already know he's gonna make the bad decision. Or at least a bad decision for everyone else. He knows the show's about him. If I don't go into this dungeon, she's gonna look at me as a bitch. They all gonna look at me as a bitch. I can't do that. They're already calling me the weakest under in all mankind. I have to go in. Real shit, I already knows about to go into this fucking dungeon. I'm not gonna heal his ass anymore. I'm not doing it. Alright, I've made my decision. Let's dive into this dungeon, y'all. They head into this room, and then we see the iconic statues. So you know something stupid's about to happen in this room. And then they start reading the ancient text. The door closes, and it's game. Old boy really thought he could just leave. Now he's looking like Yamamoto. Then the statue starts looking at him and it starts unloading like Cyclops. Chewy's having a panic attack, so she's cooked. But this dude really thought he was the main character, because he starts powering up, thinking he's gonna escape on some speed's my specialty. Bro starts moving with efficiency, and he literally got his ankles taken. They eviscerated like 95% of his body. So now Jinwoo starts looking at the ancient text again, and he starts to like test his theory. He stands up and almost gets a reverse mohawk real quick. Then he puts his head down immediately, and now they're all bowing down to the statue. And the crazy part about this whole thing is that it took these niggas like 10 minutes to realize that they should have been following the rules in the ancient text, but Juhi was already ahead of them the whole time. Then we see this Castlevania looking nigga step up to this guard, and I have to respect this, because he doesn't have an ounce of fear in his eyes. And then he steps up to the guard, and I'm thinking, is he gonna try and scrap with this thing? But he bows down and he starts praying to the wrong god, and then he gets flattened. McDonald's hairline got hit with the Bambietta treatment, and Loki got flashbacks. It should have been me. But Jinwoo starts figuring everything out, like standing under the statues to not get attacked, and I don't know how he's figuring all this out, because at the same time he got attacked like 3 separate times on his run to his statue. Like, he tanked the hell out of that shield bash, but he survives. And then we see that the last commandment is like a sacrifice, and up to this point Loki thought bro was a chill guy. Captain, I'm very sorry about the lost arm, but I mean, you have to be really honest here, like, you're the one who made the decision. What? Yo, was he not the one that sent us in this bitch? If I'm swinging on anyone, I'm not gonna swing on Jinwoo. Because as soon as that hand went up and the altar popped up in the middle, this man had his sword to the captain's neck. If we make it out of this and I'm the captain, I'm snapping this nigga's neck, I'm telling you right now. They go to the middle and the torches start to light up. The door opens up, but this scene was so hard to watch, because the statues are coming towards them, and they're not even debating on who should be the sacrifice. If I was here, you know what I'm picking. And they start abandoning Jinwoo, Juhi, and the captain, leaving Jinwoo with the tough decision of sacrificing himself. He tells the captain to knock out Juhi and get out of there. And up to this point, we don't really see anything special about his character, but seeing his personality flip right here was insanely good. It felt like some Eren Yeager type shit to me, at least. Because bro starts having his inner monologue, and he was like, great, yeah, they left. I'm so happy about that. I wanted to get stronger too. I mean, it's good that everyone got out, right? Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Nah, fuck that. Talking about you have a family to feed, you have a family to be with, justifying yourself, nigga, that's selfish. Why is it always the selfish ones that get these benefits? I got a family too, but I'm the one that's receiving punishment? I just wanted to get strong, that's all I wanted to do. This is my solo leveling. Then he name dropped the show, and then he got a notification saying that his hour will stop in 0.2 seconds. If you choose not to accept, will you accept? And then he hits yes, so he's going to be like revived. We pan over to him waking up in the hospital with all his missing limbs regenerated, and then he gets a first for the Hunters Association. What? I've been asleep for 3 days? What about Chu-hee? What about Mr. Sung? Are they good? Yeah, they're straight. Mr. Sung lost his arm, he's moving like Shanks now, and Jui, yeah, she's traumatized. I don't think she's gonna be healing anyone anytime soon. But what I want to know is how the fuck are you still alive? The guys at the top are theorizing that you may have had a second awakening. So they whip out this little device, and I don't know, it checks your power level or something. And then he puts his hand on it, and then the guy says, "It's over 9,000!" Nah, I'm kidding, it says 10. I don't even know how that's even possible. So what's the shit say? I'm probably like B rank now, right? I apologize for everything, son. It seems I'm mistaken about this whole second awakening thing. This shit is so weak. If you went outside right now, I don't even think you can make an indent in the fucking snow. We're gonna be on our way. I guess just try not to die again. You won't be this lucky next time. Yeah, so his Apple Vision Pro's done on, and we see the system giving Saitama's training regimen.
100 sit-ups! 100 push-ups! Then a 10-kilometer run!
But yeah, that's funny. Hopefully he doesn't become bald at the end of this. But then we see it say, warning, failure to complete the daily quest will result in an appropriate penalty. He doesn't take the warning seriously, and he gets the hey. And then he gets this noti for failing, and immediately gets into the Sahara Desert. Bro is getting jumped by some shit straight out of Dune. And then we see his HUD say survive for 4 hours. Yeah, bro is cooked. But after that, he starts to take his daily quest a lot seriously. He gets this key, and he hops into this dungeon. And straight up the back, he gets jumped by some goblins, but this time we don't see the classic anime internal dialogue. He's actually just sitting here dodging the attacks, like they trying to jump, attack him from all angles, and he's not even saying anything. He's not like, damn shit, like, I gotta figure this out. You know, we're not switching from monologue to attack scene. It's just like they attacking him and he's standing his ground, which is good growth to see. And he even hits the grip switch on a dagger. Oh my god, that was so dirty. And then the Red Wolf of Radagon shows up, and this nigga's butter knives keep breaking. And this is really all just a game that bro, because he says open inventory and he spawns in a sword and fucking one taps the wolf. But yeah, he swung his sword so hard he got stuck in the ground, and I mean, if I was fighting the Red Wolf of Radagon again, I would swing my shit that out too. He kills the wolf, and the other one bitches out, so he hops on his Apple Vision Pros and starts increasing stats and going through the store. And he's still broke as hell. Remember that wolf from earlier? Yeah, he brought friends. A lot of friends. He starts going ham on his hounds, and he says, I expect a good fight from all of y'all. Because if I kill you too fast, I know I'm gonna feel bad. Okay, we see you, Jin Woo. Bro didn't just level up in stats, he leveled up in confidence too. But he packs them up pretty low difficulty, and then he goes down the stairs to the boss room. And this scene was beautiful, because he meets up with this giant snake, and he tries to break the scales to no avail, and you just see him get boomed. Like straight action, like this dude is just screaming and everything for no reason. And then they square up, and he's like, I thought I became a bit stronger. Am I really gonna die here? I was a fraud once, am I gonna be a fraud again? Because if so, this nigga should say inject me with that venom and send me fucking packing. What's the point anymore? How much stronger do I have to get? The weakest one in all mankind, that's what they call me. I beg to differ because half of those niggas got sent packing. I'm still here, the fuck is this giant noodle gonna do to me? And then we see like this demonic look in his eyes, and this was that I knew the snake was getting packed up. Bro, he shoves the sword into that thing, and then he even got like a two-handed grip on it. And this fight was just amazing, like the way he was scaling the snake's body while fighting it, and then he gets sent into the air. At this point I was thinking bro's gonna kill it from the inside out, you know? Then the camera pans and he has his hands around this thing's neck. He gets a good grip on it, and he starts choking this thing out. You know, it's getting serious and the animators can't even keep up with their line work, and then he snaps the snake's neck. He levels up, and then we see the iconic dagger. He leaves the dungeon. The soldier approaches him and asks if he's a hunter. He says yes, and then they go to this area where I guess a gate wasn't dealt with, which meant that the monsters got out and started wreaking havoc. But he gets there, and these boys are struggling. Oh yeah, G was there too. But he starts backing up, and he sends that shit flying. One shot in a golem. We even get a little forearm shot. Like, bro does not have to flex on us that much. And then he hits us with a, damn, I don't know what's called like that. Shit only took like one strike. Damn, I must be that nigga. Okay, now up to this point, I don't know how much time has passed since the battle with the snake boss, but he took all his XP and put it in the fucking puberty, cause he has like these nurses fawning over him, and now this nigga is 6'4", bro, got a jawline and everything. I don't even know what's going on anymore. We get this camera angle, and I'm not gonna say anything else, but he finally gets discharged from the hospital, and she asked for his number. At least she's shooting a shot, and I already knew this nigga was a scammer. Horndog sucked. Yeah, he sucks, alright. But they meet up, and once I saw the clipboard with the contract, I already knew it was a scammer. But he's going through like the terms and conditions, and I already knew it was raps. Sung's lucky he had this dude right here. He says a lawyer, but he was still dumb enough to not realize they were getting scammed. This is the guy, you know, a new game just came out, and he already owns the whole store. And you think it'd be cracked at the game, but he Horndog sucks at it too. They go into the dungeon, find some ants, and they make light work of him. They learn that there's something killing some of the ants, so they in for something terrible. And again, the way this guy is talking to Jin Woo on some "I'll pay you well." Bro was acting sus, like look at his face. This is not the face of a man who's gonna be paying you well. As they continue to explore the cave, Jin becomes more and more suspicious of him. He should have just trusted his gut, but they get to the boss's lair and it's full of these mana crystals. Oh shit, this place is full of these crystals. Real rich. I can't wait to share this and totally not scam Jin Woo. But then the credit card merchant logs in and sees that there's a lot of money to be made here. So he asks to see Jin Woo's contract because he's trying to maximize Jin Woo's earnings from this raid. Hey boss, real quick, I got a question about Jin's contract. Sung-Jin Woo will be compensated via participation. Are you saying he's not getting anything? Because I'm not seeing any word about currency exchange here, so whatever you're splitting with everyone else, he's going to be included with that. Oh come on, of course we'll divide it equally. Heck, I'll even give him more than me. And they point out that there's a dormant spider perched up above them, and he's like, Ricky, you forgot the excavator. Yo, you boys wait over here real quick while me and the whole squad go up and get it. Trust me. And they boom the exit and leave them trapped with the giant spider, and it's not looking good because Jin Ho's squaring up with it, and Jin was busy having a whole inner monologue talking about leveling up or something like that. Bro, he walks up to it, conjures up his dagger. Oh my god, it was actually dirty, and he's smiling, and he looks cold now. He's hot. And Jin Woo was low-key taking this nigga's ankles, all 8 of them. And he's cooking the spider. And then we see Jin Ho on the sidelines like, yeah, I've had it. This nigga is not E-rank. I don't know what the hell is going on. Is he one of those fake hunters? He's not even moving like a human. Do I just leave? Let him handle business? This nigga was just smiling earlier looking at that boss. I don't know. And this is where I knew it was gonna get interesting. Because this nigga has skills. He has skills. We see him hit a full recovery skill, which is just a self-res. It's whatever. And now this nigga thinks it's Pikachu, but whipped out a fucking quick attack, and then he blitzes the spider, and then he proceeded to stab each and every one of its eyes. And you think since this is like a game to him, there would be like a second phase? Nah, he really beat the brakes off this thing. And they really beat the boss. He must have been weak as shit. Jin Ho, I really like that armor of yours. I think I'm gonna have to rob you. I'm done playing with you guys. You niggas are getting robbed by the dong suckers. Or they boom Jin Woo. And Sung is done with getting betrayed at this point because he gets back up and he starts spitting bars. The system is using me. So I think I'm gonna use the system too. You niggas are using me. So I guess I'm gonna use you niggas too. I forgot the most important rule, that the weak will always have everything taken from them. Good to see your brain still working after getting socked earlier, nigga. But that must mean y'all boys are ready for me to fuck you, right? What? What does this nigga say? Listen, buddy, you will not be fucking anyone, alright? We are hunters. We hunt. There is no fucking going around here. Once I saw that, I knew it was over for them. He started going crazy. He even hit like the countdown. Like it was so sick. Like even just the way he was moving, like it wasn't human. Merciless. And when I saw him hit the debuff on him, with the Kool-Aid coming out of their eyes, bro, he was like flash stepping and packing everyone up. And then he even hit the Sukuna quote on Dong Suck on some Captain Dong. You're strong, but I'm the Dong Sucker now. Oh, it was so good. Like he was really talking his shit. He even had Dong Suck begging for his life. Look, I'll pay you double. I'll pay you double. 3 times. Okay, sure, 3 times. I'll pay you 3 times. Your stupid ass tried killing me, bro. He even tried pulling out the "my family's rich" card on Sung. Packed his ass up real quick. And then we see the big Dong Saki, and he wants revenge for Sung killing his bro. Then he looks at his Apple Vision Pros again, and he unlocked the Demon Castle key. And it's been a minute since we've seen him get a key, so you know it's serious. Bro, when I say it was serious, I mean the system sent this nigga to hell. Bro, it was bad. And this was the first time since Jin Woo getting his awakening that we've seen him get bodied like this. Like he gets pulled up on by the spirited dog, this Cerberus thing, and this thing was on time, and like it bit bro's arm off. Bro even hit the Yamcha pose at some point. Bro, it got so bad to the point where bro threw common sense out the window and just started stabbing this thing until eventually he killed it. It was rough, bro. Some time passes, and now the old gang is back together, or at least what's left of the old gang. And then we see one of the dudes from the hospital pull up accompanied by some criminals. Pretty much there's like this program where criminals can work off their sentences by completing raids. And I don't like this guy. I don't know what it is. I mean, this is not the face of a man who cares about the law. They enter the dungeon, they split up, and then we learn that this freak was hired by some girl's dad who was assaulted by the same 3 criminals we saw earlier, and he offered him 3 mil to kill these dudes. We see him slaughter them, but now there's witnesses, so you already know bro is not about to offer them money to keep them quiet. And then we see this pool of Kool-Aid, and Mr. Kim got packed up. But he starts apologizing, and it was just a sad moment. And what I tell you, this nigga is a freak. What the fuck is this? And he went straight for Ju-hee, so you know he pissed Jin Woo off. A captain stopped him right there and said, I'll take it over from here. So he casted a buff on him, and he was on timing. This was a good fight until OG started moving like Mike Tyson in his fight against Jake Paul. And then his ass got speed blitzed. He goes for the death blow, and we see Jin Woo flash dip in front of that nigga. And then they have a little dialogue, and bro asks why'd he kill all these people. And the laugh he did with the freaky face, it was like goblin-like. And then he says he loves killing. Jin Woo said, I bet no mercy then. And then he begins to hit the Goku warmer. If you see a nigga start creasing the footwear, you know it's about to get serious. Which is unnecessary, because he was already warmed up after whatever they were doing earlier, because they start going in, and Fig over here lands a clean hit on him. And he's like, how does that taste? Jin Woo tells bro to shut up, and it's a full recovery. Bro, his aura starts leaking out, and he starts disrespecting the nigga, cause he starts hitting him with the no look. And when I saw him hit the dagger flip, I knew it was over. Jin Woo unlocks a new skill, and it's like a combination of Conqueror's Haki and Domain Expansion. You're cooked. And then we see Sung enter this portal, and it's different from the normal ones. But you know, like the normal ones have like the blue, but this one was purple. But he goes in and finds himself inside this castle, and we see him get jumped by some knights. He learns that his dagger can't penetrate these niggas, so he's gotta use his hands. He cleans them up pretty quick, and then he pulls up on this Igris nigga. And just from the way this nigga was moving, when Sung got there, I'm not gonna lie, it gave me chills, spidey sense and everything. This nigga did not waste any time. He just speed blitzes the hell out of Sung, and I do not know how Sung even survives these fights, because bro knocks him back. He doesn't even get a second to get up, because Igris is right there on top of him. Bro dodges and thinks he still has time to look at the destruction from the previous attack. Igris is not playing with bro, because he does the same shit again. At this time we get Jin Woo's POV. Yeah, bro is cooked. Jin Woo goes in, bro isn't even blocking. Then Sung says if the dagger doesn't work, he finna box. But seeing this, Igris does the same shit. Throws the sword away, throws the daggers away, throws the cape, and squares that shit up. Yeah, no. And then Sung says he's chivalrous? Nah, I call that being a real nigga. Igris isn't squared up, but Sung is squared up and he's ready to go. Igris isn't even ready and still somehow ended up blitzing the nigga. Then he starts dishing out the JoJo's treatment, and they really going back and forth. Oh my gosh. Hit him to the ground, bounce back up straight into the right hook. Bro, and I'm sorry, I wouldn't even wish this sort of treatment on my worst enemies. Because he throws him into the wall, gives him a taste of concrete, and then throws him again. And throughout this whole fight, Igris had this man on the ropes. And now it's time to end this. Igris uses the force to summon his sword. Bro, this nigga catches the sword, and then we see Jin Woo do what he does best. He goes full rage mode. Uppercuts the nigga, stabs him in the eye, and then tackles him like a defensive linesman. Bro, he manages to stab him in the throat, and then he starts spamming. When I saw him get hand drawn, I knew it was over. Because if you see the MC get hand drawn and the animation starts to get messy, you've already lost the battle. That's the end of the battle, and he gets all his loot, armor sets, whatever. And then he starts a time trial, and he gets jumped by like a gauntlet of enemies, and he's going all hands too. Then we see him get jumped to the point where he has OG, even his weaker self, telling him to give up, and he almost did. But then we get the daily quest noti, and he didn't do it. He gets sent back to the world of Dune, and has like a little training session to regain his health, and then he equips the red dagger. Sung understands it now, and eventually becomes a Jedi. He starts using the Force, and he just starts taking out all the mages that are summoning the knights. And that was a cool scene, I guess. And then he gets a notification saying his job is now a necromancer, and he has the title of Shadow Monarch. He gets like this dark aura around his body, and then it says he has to designate a command. He brings the knights and mages back to life, goes over to Igris, and I was gonna voice act the ship, but it goes too hard in the dark for me to butcher this, so I'ma play it for you.
Serve me. Instead of defending the throne of a fallen king, pledge yourself to the man before you. Rise.
Fingers walks to the rest of the gang and they all bow. And when I saw that glow in his eyes, I knew season 2 was gonna go stupid. And that season 1 of solo leveling. Let me know if you want me to do more of these full season recaps in the future. This took a long time to make, so a sub would be appreciated. And yeah, let me know if you want me to do more long form content or if you like the shorter videos. But yeah, that's me.